Good morning, all of you. Welcome back again to your science class. Today, in this class, we are going to study about the separation of substances. First, I want to tell you what is separation. Separation means removal, a process of removal, and in this process, we get distinct substances, distinct things. So, separation is a process of separating the mixtures to get distinct compounds. Now, we all know, children, that we come across variety of substances. Are they all pure? No, children, they are not pure. Sometimes they are pure, sometimes they have something mixed in it. So basically the different substances which we come across are of two types, pure substances and mixtures. Now children, what are pure substances? Substances which are made up of only one kind of particle are called as pure substances. Example, elements and compounds. Means they have nothing else mixed in it. They are completely pure. But mixtures means mixture of two or more things. So mixtures are made up of two or more than two substances. There are different types of mixtures. First is homogeneous mixtures. Now, what is homogeneous? Homogeneous mixtures are those mixtures in which the constituent particles are evenly distributed. Or we can say that solute is completely mixed in the solvent. We cannot differentiate the solute and the solvent. For example, the solution of sugar and water. Also, air. It is a homogeneous mixture. Second type of mixtures are heterogeneous mixtures. These mixtures have the solutes which are not evenly distributed throughout. We can differentiate the solute and the solvent. Now we want to separate it always what is mixed to get pure thing. For this we apply various methods. But children, before we learn about the methods, I want to tell you what is the reason to separate mixtures. To separate mixtures, first reason is to separate impurities from the mixtures. For example, separating soil from the water, removing stones from the rice. You have always seen at home your mother removing the stones from the rice. Why? To get the pure rice so that she can cook and prepare it for you. Second reason to separate the mixture is to get the desired material from the mixture that is pure, that do not have anything mixed. For example, separating kerosene, diesel from the petroleum. Why we separate it? To get kerosene and diesel. From what? From petroleum. So if we want to get kerosene and diesel from petroleum, we need to separate it. Third reason to separate the impurity is to get pure material from the mixtures. For example, separating materials from the ores. From the ores, we separate the materials to get the pure metal. In this class, children, we are going to study separating solids from the solids. Now, We apply various methods to separate solids. First method is hand picking. Hand picking from the word itself says that means picking by hand. This method is applied only when the particle which is mixed is bigger in size and also visible by naked eye. For example, the removing stones from the rice. Stones are visible by naked eye, so can be easily removed from the rice. The components of solid-solid mixture can be separated by hand picking only when the particles are large enough to be seen clearly. When the particles are easily seen by naked eye, this is a common method used for separation. Example, separating pebbles from the rice or dal, separating grass from the mint leaves, separating parts of a salad. Second method of separating solids from the solids is threshing. In this method, the stalks of the grains are beaten on the ground. It is done by animal as well as by machine. So, by this process, the grains are removed from the husk and husk and grains are separated. Third process of separating solids from the solids is winnowing. In this process, children, the grains and husk is dropped from a height against the blowing air. Basically, here the heavier grains are removed from the husk by the strong air. Since the husk is light in weight, it will be blown out and the grains will be separated from the husk. Fourth method of separating solid from the solid is sieving. In this process, the basic principle which is applied is the difference in the size. The process in which a mixture is passed through a sieve is called sieving, and the materials which are bigger in size will remain behind in the sieve, and the materials which are smaller in size will pass through the sieve. I hope, children, you all have understood what I have tried to explain in this assignment, and now you will be able to answer my questions. These questions you have to write in your chemistry copy. I have given you answer the following questions. First question for you is, what is separation? As I have discussed, it is a process that separates mixtures into two distinct products. Why separation is needed? Also, my dear children, we have discussed the various reasons to separate mixtures. Third question is, when do we use hand picking as a method of separation? I have told you hand picking can be only applied when the particles which are mixed are big enough to be seen by naked eye. Fourth question is, when is sieving used as a method of separation? Children, sieving can be used as a method of separation when the solids are of different sizes. What is threshing and how it is done? When the stalks of grains are beaten on the ground to remove the husk, it is called threshing. It is done by hands or it can also be done by machines. Next question is, what do we use to remove discarded tea leaves from a tea? Discarded tea leaves are removed from the tea by a sieve. In Hindi, the sieve is called a channi. Next question is about differentiation. We have come across two different terms, pure substance and mixtures. So now we can easily be able to differentiate what are pure substance and what are mixtures. Pure substance, my dear children, as I have told you, they are made up of only one kind of particle. But mixtures, they are made up of two or more than two particles. For example, elements and compounds, they are pure substances. Mixture, air is a mixture. Second word which we have come across in this assignment is homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. What is the difference between homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixtures are the mixtures in which the constituent particles are evenly distributed and the solute cannot be differentiated from the solvent. For example, air. Heterogeneous mixtures are the mixtures in which the constituent particles are not evenly distributed and solute and solvent can be easily differentiated. For example, soil in water. I hope children you all have understood and you all will be able to do this in your copy. Thank you.